Foreign words and expressions for. This is starting from A. Accidia. ACCIDIA. Latin. Spiritual apathy and indifference. Uh, Anglicized to Accidi. ACCIDIE. ACCIDIE. Spiritual apathy and indifference. Now, the people who visit lots of temples and do all kinds of puja, and but unfortunately, they don't have a spiritual outlook, and they feel that they're scoring points by doing all these rituals. Spiritual apathy and indifference. One of my own quotations is, "A kriti a day keeps Axidi away." Tyagaraja Kriti, "A kriti a day keeps Axidi away." Axidi is spiritual apathy and indifference. Listening to Tyagaraja Kritis will develop genuine spirituality and intense fervor for God's presence in our lives, and you can get rid of this Axidi, spiritual apathy. Akushla, Akushla, Irish. Akushla, darling, term of endearment. The term Makushla, my pulse or my heartbeat, is an Anglicism. Makushla, Macushla, my heartbeat, my pulse. Akushla, darling, a term of endearment. Ad nauseum, to a sickening degree. Ad nauseum, to a sickening degree. Love affair, affair the amour, love affair. Uh, Agent provocateur, someone who provokes another to commit a crime or provide evidence for a conviction. Agent provocateur. Jean provocateur. Provocateur. Agent provocateur. One who provokes another to commit a crime or provide evidence for a conviction. Aloha is Hawaiian for hello and goodbye. Aloha, ALOHA, Hawaiian for hello and goodbye. Old wounds quickly bleed anew. German saying. Old wounds quickly bleed anew. Angst, German for acute feelings of anxiety, fear and remorse, usually for no discernible reason. Feeling of anxiety, fear and remorse for no discernible reason. Angst, ANGST, German. Annus mirabilis, remarkable, wonderful year. Annus horribilis, awful year. Used by Queen Elizabeth II to describe royal fortunes in 1992. Annus horribilis, awful year. Annus mirabilis, Latin, remarkable, wonderful year. A posteriori. A posteriori. In Latin, logical reasoning from facts and effects to cause. A principle requiring factual evidence to validate it. From effects to cause. A priori, deductive reasoning from cause to effect. A priori is deductive reasoning. Arriviste. Arriviste. ARRIVISTE, French. Very self-seeking, dedicated to ambition and determined to succeed. A negative word, self-seeking. Arriviste. Strine is Australian English is called strine. Australian, Australian, strine. Ignitia, air conditioner. A bottle of wine becomes a ball of wine. Have you eaten yet becomes jittet. Jittet. A couple of minutes reduced to gobblements. Gobblements. So Australian, you see, language is called strine. It's delivered primarily through the nose and partly through a slot formed by the mouth, narrow enough not to let the flies in. Strine has its own rules, radical abbreviation. So everything is radically abbreviated. So a bottle of wine becomes a bottle of wine. Have you eaten yet becomes eaten. A couple of minutes is reduced to gobblements. Here's a small selection of translations from, Strine. Ignition, air conditioner. Can't get in, door is locked. Gangadin, door's locked. Gangadin, door's locked. Guest of honor, just honor, just honor. Nothing but a bunch of drongos. None but a bunch of drongos. Now but a bunch of drongos. Top of the hit parade. Top it right. Top hip right. Top hip right. Give us a look at you. 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 Did you get your check yet? Check it yet? Check it. Check it yet? Check it. Check it yet? Check it. Ah, best one is I think nothing but a bunch of drongos. Nothing but a bunch of drongos. And can't get in. Doors locked. Ganga din. Ganga din. Ganga din. Doors locked. Well, you have some, peculiar translations. The Britishers, when they used to speak Hindi, example, there was a cold day. There was a cold day is a Britisher saying, there was a cold day. 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 And when the Britisher says, there was a band crow, he's saying, Darwaza Band Karo. There was a band crow, BANNED, band crow, CROW, band kawa. So there was a band crow. Avant-garde, pioneering, especially in arts, innovative, experimental, avant-garde, French word for pioneering. A trial balloon to test the opinion, balloon the essay. A trial balloon to test the opinion, balloon the essay. In Irish language, banshee is a wailing female spirit presaging death. Banshee, BANSHEE, a wailing female spirit presaging death. A magnanimous gesture, beau geste. BEAUGESTE, French, beau geste. A magnanimous gesture. Beau ideal, an ideal of anything in beauty or excellence. Beau ideal. Beau monde, the world of fashion and society. Beau monde, MONDE. Bourgeois, the fine arts. BEAUXARTS, bourgeois, the fine arts. A conformist person holding all the accepted opinions and beliefs, the French word is bien pensant, BIENPENSANT. A conformist person holding all the accepted opinions and beliefs, bien pensant. Biretta, Roman Catholic clerical square cap worn by the priest, bishops. Priests were blacks, bishops were purple, cardinals were red, and other orders were white. Biretta rhymes with kakiretta. BIRETTA, biretta. Roman Catholic clerical square cap. Blase means bored indifference due to surfeit, distaste due to excess. BLASC, blase. Bored indifference due to surfeit. French word. Bolas, BOLAS, Spanish. Two or three heavy balls joined by a cord used to entangle the legs of animals. BOLAS, bolas. Two or three heavy balls joined by cord to entangle the legs of animals. Bon vivant. Bon vivant. BONVIVANT. A person who enjoys all the luxuries but especially eating and drinking. Bon vivant. Bon vivre. Bon vivre means the same but is not used in France. Spanish. Common exclamation is caramba. 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 A common explanation in Spanish language. Cause celebre. Famous controversy. Famous trial, lawsuit, or controversy is called a cause celebre. Cause celebre. Famous trial, lawsuit, or controversy. Irish welcome is Siad Milli Feilty. 100,000 welcomes. Siad Milli Feilty. Irish. 100,000 welcomes. In French, that's war. It happens. That is war. War. It happens. That's war. It happens. C'est la guerre. CESTLAGUERRE. C'est la guerre. That's war. It happens. C'est la vie. SAYLAHVEE. C'est la vie. The spelling is CESTLAVIE. That's life. C'est la vie. That's how it is. That's life. There's a word in French for misery from an unhappy love affair. Misery from an unhappy love affair. Chagrin d'amour. Chagrin d'amour, misery from an unhappy love affair. The Great Wall of China in Chinese is called Changcheng. CHANG, CHENG. Changcheng. Great Wall of China. Cherchell FM. Cherchell FM. CHERCHEZLAFEMME in French language legal dictum. Cherchell FM. Cherchell FM. Look for the woman. There is always a woman involved in every crime. Look for the woman. Chez moi in French, at my house. Chez moi. Chez nous, at our house. Yiddish, chutzpah. Shameless audacity, cheek or temerity, effrontery. Chutzpah, Chutzpah, Yiddish for shameless audacity. Ciao in Italian, hello or goodbye. Ciao, 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 goodbye or hello. The compeer is the host or commentator of an entertainment contest or program. We call them MC. Compeer, COMPER, the host or commentator of an entertainment contest or program. Cosa Nostra, US branch of the Sicilian Mafia organization. Cosa Nostra, COSA, the US American branch of the Sicilian Mafia. The crisis of conscience is an attack of moral doubt, an awakening of one's scruples. Crisis of conscience. Crisis the conscience, French. A crisis the coup or an emotional crisis, a catastrophic love affair. A catastrophic love affair is called an emotional crisis or crisis the queer. COEUR, heart, crisis of the heart. Cui bono, CUIBONO, for whose benefit? Who will profit by it? That's the first question you ask when a crime occurs. Cui bono, for whose benefit? Who will profit by this? Qui malo, whom will it harm? Qui malo, CUIMALO, whom will it harm? Qui malo, whom will it harm? Cum grano salis, Latin, with a grain of salt, not to be taken literally. Treat with caution. With a grain of salt, that means not to be taken literally. Treat with caution. Damnosa hereditas, a disastrous inheritance, one that brings problems rather than benefits. A disastrous inheritance. Danse macabre, the dance of death. Danse macabre. The smallest hair casts a shadow. The smallest hair casts a shadow. Dégagé, relaxed, unconstrained, detached. DEGAG. Dégagé, totally relaxed, unconstrained, and detached. Dégagé, totally footloose and fancy free. Deja vu, feeling or conviction that an experience is being repeated, a journey, a place revisited, an event, etc., when actually it is not. Deja vu. Dernier cri, latest fashion, trendy. DERNIERCRI, the cri, latest fashion or trendy. De profundis, a cry from the depths of despair. A cry from the depths of despair. De profundis, Latin. The gods decided otherwise. Dis aliter visum, Latin. The gods decided otherwise. Ecce homo, ECCEHOMO, Latin. Ecce homo, the image of Christ crowned with thorns. Ecce homo, the image of Jesus Christ crowned with thorns. Ecce homo, ECCEHOMO, Latin. Ecce homo, Christ crowned with thorns. Eclat, ECLAT, the T is silent. A great success, a dazzling effect. With eclat, great success, a dazzling effect. ECLAT, T is silent. Eclat, great success, a dazzling effect. A wasted life is premature death. That's a German saying. A wasted life is premature death. El Dorado, a place of fabled opportunity, the fabled South American city of immense riches. In Spanish, El Dorado means a place of fabled opportunity. A fabled American city of immense riches, El Dorado. Embarrass the sheikhs. So many options, it is difficult to make a choice. Embarrass the riches. Embarrassment of riches. So many options to choose from. Embarrassment of riches. Embonpoint. 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 Attractive plumpness. Attractive plumpness. Embonpoint. Enthusiastic display of cordiality. Empressment. EMPRESSEMENT. Enthusiastic display of cordiality. Empressment. Enfant terrible. Enfant terrible. Infant terrible. The pronunciation actually in French is enfant terrible. Someone who embarrasses by being unconventional, indiscreet, opinionated, and very loud. Unconventional, indiscreet, opinionated, and loud. Enfant terrible. Enfant terrible. Esprit de corps. Esprit de corps. French word actually meaning pride in belonging to a group. Esprit de corps, group loyalty. A shared sense of fellowship, loyalty, and purpose. Esprit de corps. Or we often use the word morale, team spirit. Esprit de corps actually is pride in belonging to a particular group, a shared sense of fellowship, loyalty, and purpose. Ex cathedra, Latin, infallible, with unquestioned authority. Ex cathedra, with unquestioned authority, infallible. Faire se sugra in French, to feather your nest or fatten your cabbages. To fatten your cabbages, stealing public funds. To fatten your cabbages. To feather your nest. Faire se sugra, French. FAIRESESCHOUXGRES. Faire se sugra. A pious hypocrite. False devotee. FAUSSEDEVOT. A pious hypocrite in French. Pious hypocrites. We have many in our society. Fox manage, faux manage actually. Faux pas is an indiscretion, a mistake, a social slip. One regrets. FAUXPAS, faux pas. A social slip one regrets, an indiscretion or a mistake. Now, faux menage, an ill-matched married couple. FAUXMENAGE, an ill-matched married couple. Faux menage. In Latin, more haste, less speed, festina lenti. More haste, less speed, festina lenti. Fianchetto. In chess, Italian, the flank development of a bishop to control a key diagonal. Fianchetto. It is fraud to conceal a fraud. In Latin, fraus est celare fraudem. It is fraud to conceal a fraud. Furor scribendi, a passion for writing. Furor scribendi, a passion for writing. Frou-frou. Frou, French. Frou-frou. Over frilly, fussy ornamentation. All these fussy ornamentations, over frilly. Frou-frou. Originally, it meant the rustle of a woman's skirts, but now it means over frilly, fussy ornamentation. Frou-frou.